All right, guys, welcome back. This is the second video in the two-part series of money moves you should be making in your 20s. In the previous video, which if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It should be in the corner or something. If you haven't seen that one yet, make sure you check it out. It's going to talk about all the behavioral and mindset shifts. What do you have to change in your behavior? Because just like in your finances, your behavior is going to start compounding even heavier. Doesn't matter how much money you save. If you don't have the right mindset, if you don't have the right behaviors in place, you're not going to be wealthy for a long period of time. You're not going to stay wealthy, and you're not going to have that financial freedom that we're all kind of looking for on the Startup Bros channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about all of the different financial moves you need to be making. Again, I wanted to talk about the behavioral and the mindset stuff first because I think it's more important. But this video, we're going to talk about all the different actual finance moves, accounts you need to open, where you need to be putting your money, all of those different things we're going to talk about in this video. So let's get right into it. First of all, you got to start building your credit profile very early. I see a lot of people very late in their life that they're still making this mistake. They're still using debit cards and cash for all their transactions. And I know there's a lot of gurus out there that recommend it, but the truth of the matter is, for you, an entrepreneur, credit is going to become very important later down the road. Having a higher credit score than your competitors is going to give you cheaper access to more capital, which is certainly a competitive advantage that you want. So how do you start building your credit at a young age? It's really simple. You just start using it. Don't be afraid to open up a bunch of credit cards with great rewards like cash back and miles, and use those credit cards for every single purchase that you can. Let me show you some that I have. Some of my favorites are the Alliant Visa. This used to get you 3% cash back, which is really good for the first year. Don't know if that's still the case. Hilton Honors Aspire's great if you're staying at Hilton all the time. The Chase Sapphire Reserve is one that everybody should have, especially if you travel often. This is a great credit card. The AMEX is obviously a great one. And I got tons of other ones. The Marriott, the Southwest, another Chase.
Maplewood card. How dare you bring that into this palace?
Hilton offers equal value and better food, but the Maplewood gives out warm cookies at check-in.
Now, most financial gurus out there are going to advise you to never use credit cards and to only use cash and debit cards for all your purchases. So they would hate this advice. And for the average person, that is true. But for you and I, the producers of the world who aren't, addicted to consumption, the problem is most people drive the balances of these credit cards up, and they see the balance as the cash that they have. If you make sure you're setting up auto pay and staying really strict and never carrying a balance, you should always be using credit cards. You're going to get 2 to 3% discount on everything, and you're going to build up a great credit profile in the process.
Auto pay your full balance.
Another thing you can do is have your friends and family add you as an authorized user to their credit card. Those accounts will then be added to your credit report, and you'll start building a credit score right along with them. Using methods like these, you can achieve a really strong credit score in a very short period of time. But this only works if you never carry a balance, because interest payments on a credit card are going to completely murder any investment returns that you have. And speaking of interest payments, your first priority in becoming wealthy is eliminating all the bad debt off of your personal books. Bad debt is the opposite of financial freedom. It is literally the magic of compound interest turned in reverse into witchcraft. And instead of getting rich, we lose all of our money and become financial slaves. So you've got to focus on eliminating bad debt from your personal books early.
Eliminate bad debt.
And start getting compound interest working for you instead. There's a whole lot of content out there from a lot of people that know so much more about eliminating bad debt than I do. But me personally, this is kind of how I would attack it. I would make at least the minimum payments on all of your accounts, because you don't want missed payments showing up on your credit report. And then basically sort all of your debt by the highest interest rate and just start going from the top down and eliminating the highest interest rate debt first and just going down the list. If you've got debt on your books that's costing you over 7% to carry, there's no point in even thinking about the stock market or any type of investing. Just eliminating that debt would give you a guaranteed 7% rate of return. So you'd want to take that bet before anything in the stock market or any other type of investment. You might still skip debt payments to build your own business, but that's because it has such a high rate of return. The ROI is so high on starting your own business that it would actually make sense to skip debt payments in theory. If you're thinking in terms of ROI, it becomes way easier to figure out where you want to deploy your capital. If you can eliminate all of the debt that's costing you more to carry than the cash flow it's producing, then you're going to be finally free of financial slavery and on to building a life of financial freedom. Now, like I said, you really don't want to be thinking about the stock market until you've eliminated all of the debt from your books, because the bad debt, that's a guaranteed rate of return. Let's take that. But I did oversimplify it a little bit. There's one investment that you want to be making despite anything else, and that's your retirement account. Now, I have never actually tested this one, and I don't recommend anyone does this, but retirement accounts are actually protected in bankruptcy. So it would make sense for you to fund your retirement account with like a credit card and then declare bankruptcy and discharge the debt.
I declare bankruptcy!
You'd eliminate all of your credit card debt and you'd still be left with your retirement accounts since those are protected. Now, I am 110% saying do not do this. It is probably bankruptcy fraud and in general just not a good idea. But the point I'm trying to make here is funding your Roth IRA and your 401k
Fully fund your IRA.
is priority number one in your long-term wealth plan. Every $100 that you put into an IRA at age 20 is going to be worth over $3,000 in retirement. So you've got to be maxing out your IRAs and your 401ks every single year. And if you're someone that's planning on making a whole lot more money later in life, then a Roth IRA is probably going to be the right choice for you. Traditional IRAs defer your taxes. So instead of paying taxes now, you pay them much later in life on a much higher amount of money. With a Roth IRA, we pay taxes on the money now, but it grows tax-free, and we're able to take it out later in life with no tax implication at all. So pay taxes on it now with a Roth IRA, and you're going to be amazed at how much money you save in the future once you're in a higher tax bracket and you have some businesses behind you. And I'd recommend trying to set up your IRAs or your Roth IRAs at a company like Betterment or Wealthfront, because you want to avoid any type of active management of these accounts. Money inside of your Roth IRA has such a ridiculous tax advantage that most people play it very, very safe and just go for that 7% average historical return. So set up a Roth IRA at Betterment, max it out every single year, and get ready to call yourself a genius in the future. Oh, and one last thing on retirement accounts. If your employer offers a 401k or anything like that, make sure you're fully utilizing that as well, especially if there's matching or anything like that. You've got to take full advantage of these retirement accounts. It is just one of the easiest ways to get wealthy. So that's a basic philosophy on how you should be structuring your financial accounts and investments. But what's going to be even more important than that is how you are investing your time. Like we talked about, the younger you are when you start a habit or a behavior or a mindset, the longer it's going to have to pay dividends for you. So the younger you are, the harder you need to be working. So don't believe what everybody tells you when people say that you're still young and you have time to figure things out and you should enjoy your youth. How you choose to spend your time and money in your 20s has more of an effect on your wealth and success than anybody likes to admit, because most people let this time pass them by. So while you're still young, don't spend time horse playing and going to music festivals. The younger you are, the harder you have to work.
No more shenanigans, no more tomfoolery, no more ballyhoo.
You need to spend your time building valuable skills and taking risks. Don't just sit around and watch TV all day. Binge watch webinars and online courses and things like that instead. You've got to have higher standards for yourself, and you've got to cut out the behaviors that are holding you back from reaching your full potential. A lot of people are going to give you a lot of advice, but only you are going to know what's right for you. To give you some examples, I used to do these startup events, these business-like competitions, pitch competitions. I did one called Startup Bus, another one called Marketer's Mansion. I would never do these today because I'm just too ingrained in my lifestyle. I want to stay at home and lounge and, work in my office and all this. I would never do these things now. But the truth of the matter is they were some of the most formative experiences of my life. You've got to take these risks while you're young. You've got to take this action while you're young. And you've got to do things differently than everybody else out there if you want to have a different result than everybody else out there. So guys, don't watch another video. Go back, watch part 1, part 2's right here. Rewatch it if you need to. Go through and implement these things. Start making these changes in your life, because ultimately that's the only way your life is going to change and you're going to get the outcome that you desire. And guys, comment below and let us know some of the money moves that you've made in your 20s that have really helped you out. There's going to be a lot of youngsters watching this video trying to figure out, how do I become wealthy? How do I set myself up for success? So let's all give them some advice. We'll keep the conversation going in the comments. Let us know what's working for you. And guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you like, subscribe. We got some other videos going around. I talked about part 1 of this video. Part 1 will be somewhere right here. And we're going to have more videos coming out for you soon. So subscribe to the channel, do that sort of thing. See you guys later. Like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.